I've been hearing a lot of people still have not completed Twisted Gourdy's research and are having difficulty. I'm not sure if the main problem is finding Twisted Gourdy or getting his research. I think it's a bit of both. As you all know, Twisted Gourdy is guaranteed on floor 20, and in public lobbies it's quite hard to get to floor 20 consistently, but Twisted Gourdy does appear after floor 5, so it's a bit of luck. Now, if you're playing Roger, he's quite a slow tune, but he does get double research. So when you eventually find Twisted Gourdy, this is the best way to get Twisted Gourdy's research, to be spotted by Twisted Gourdy. As you know, you need to be spotted by Twisted Gourdy. He actually needs to chase you just for a split second to get that 5% research, or if you're Roger, 10% research. So you basically only need to encounter Twisted Gourdy 10 times as Roger. That should be fairly simple to do. 10 times 10 is 100, not including research capsules. So on this floor, we have a Twisted Gourdy, and there are some Roger players. I'm going to show you what the Roger players are doing, and this is the best way to get Twisted Gourdy to see you, to get that 5% or 10% research bonus. So as you can see, Twisted Gourdy has woken up and he's running to the elevator, and let's watch this Roger player. He's standing outside the elevator, which is a nice spot to stand. And as you can see, Twisted Gourdy spotted the Roger, and Roger was able to get that 10% research. Now, for this to actually work, you obviously need Twisted Gourdy to come to the elevator. So if you have a distractor or other tunes, try and tell them to bring Twisted Gourdy to the elevator so you can have a nice safe zone to run to when he sees you. As you can see, he was able to get spotted and enter the elevator without being hurt. As we can see in this example, a Roger is running away from a Twisted Gourdy, and you should see him soon. There he is. He's running away, and he actually managed to survive being chased by Twisted Gourdy. So he was able to get his 10% research by being spotted by Twisted Gourdy. If we just go back, he's actually outrunning Twisted Gourdy. Maybe he has some speed boosts helping him. As you can see, he's actually running away from Twisted Gourdy in panic mode. So he was fast enough to escape him. So make sure you have some speed items if you do have Twisted Gourdy on your floor, just to make sure you are able to survive his chase. We're going to be looking at this example of Twisted Gourdy and Roger. So Twisted Gourdy is about to be enraged because of panic mode, and as you can see, Roger is on my left and he's waiting for Twisted Gourdy. So you can do this as well. This is more risky, but it is effective to get your 10% research by being spotted. You are going to be in danger because as soon as he is enraged, he will most likely chase you. If you don't have any speed items to help you get away from him, he's most likely going to hurt you. So it's worth it sometimes to actually be hurt by Twisted Gourdy, especially if you're Roger. You'll get your 10% research, but you might die in the process. That's why I say it's very important to have speed items ready for Twisted Gourdy if you are Roger, to get away from him. So we're about to enter panic mode, and let's see what happens. So the Roger is choosing to stay next to Twisted Gourdy instead of staying next to the elevator, because sometimes Twisted Gourdy is not led to the elevator in panic mode. So you're going to be forced to actually stand next to him as he enrages to ensure you get spotted by him. So let's see what happens. So as you can see, Twisted Gourdy is not being led to the elevator. So I'm heading to the elevator, and I noticed that people are still trying to get research from him. As you can see, he is attacking players, and I try and save them. They're trying to get research, I guess, and I don't make it in. So in public lobbies, you're most likely going to be standing next to Twisted Gourdy as he enrages to make sure you get that 10% bonus like this Roger. Sometimes if you're lucky, Twisted Gourdy will be led to the elevator and you can just have him spot you and run into the safe zone without being hurt. In public lobbies, I recommend standing next to Twisted Gourdy and having some speed items to get away from him.